Hello, my favorite kiddos. How are you? I miss you so much, but guess what day it is? It's Moving and Grooving Monday, and I am so ready for our second series of our Flashcard Fun. It's going to be so great. We're even going to add a little time into it. So I hope everyone's feeling great and ready for our dance class today. And don't forget, if you want to practice at home, you can always do your hello line with mom or dad or your sister or your brother, and our goodbye line too. But what are some things that we need to do first? I know you know. That's right. Put your thinking caps on and your listening ears. How about that magic dust? And your crowns. Good job. Okay, now don't forget that we need to stretch our spine and sit up so tall. First, we're going to go through some flashcards. And then we're going to get to our next part of our lesson, which is really, it's kind of like a magic. It's just magic. Okay, you ready? All right, the first one is, how do we act like a good audience member? I know you know this one. Well, one way is to sit so nicely and tall. Remember that our listening ears are working and our crowns are on, so we're thinking and watching the beautiful performance in front of us. And at the end, after we've sat so quietly, we're going to clap. Not scream and go, woo! But we just clap nicely, right? Now, our next big word, this is a new one, is called derriere. You've heard me say it before. Derriere means behind. So we're going to use this later in our lesson too. Derriere, it's the French word for behind. Now, the French word for in front of is devant. That's how you say it. It's spelled like devant, but we say devant. Good job. Our next word, attitude. This is a fun one because I'm sure you can remember it. Pronounce it and sound it out. Attitude. That's a big one too. It's actually where we stand, and instead of having a straight leg in front, side, or back, we actually bend our knees slightly. And don't forget, we're going to do all of these later together. Okay, cambre back. Cambre back is a slight bend of the upper body. So if we're standing in first position, make sure you're holding on to something, and we sort of look up to the ceiling and look down, and nothing else moves. We pretend we're actually bending over like a big beach ball or a big tree. So remember, it's just our shoulders, and we lift our head up to the ceiling. Good. Now, the next one, glissade. Glissade. It sounds like very gliding, right? Well, guess what? That's what it means. It means to glide. We actually stand in first position or fifth, really, and we brush our leg with our little brush, and we reach and we jump over to our second leg. We'll do that together too. Oh, this is a good one, and you'll remember this because you already know what rhythm it is. Say balance, balance. Yes, so we do this to a waltz rhythm, and it's a down, up step. So I'm going to show you later, but there's two different ways we can actually do it. This is fun. Pas de chat. Pas de chat. That means step of the cat. So anyone, if you have a cat at home and you watch them when they're prancing or then when they get excited, they bend one leg and then they bend the other leg and their feet come together almost. And that's exactly what we do. And our next fun step, to bring a little tap and some other dance in here too, is a shuffle. We just started this in class. Shuffle. Yep. So when we stand on one leg, and we're gonna brush our other leg just so we hit our toes and we brush it back. We make 2 sounds. Good. Okay, next, cramp roll. So a cramp roll, we have 4 sounds. We have a toe, toe, and a heel, heel. Good. This is a fun one to say. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Exactly. It sounds kind of funny, so it makes us remember it a little more. So we dig our heel, we slap our toe back, and then we do the ball of the foot and our heel drops down. Tick-tock is fun because that's going to help us remind us of our clock also. Our tick-tocks is when we stand in our parallel position and we just move our foot, our toe drops to the side and then it drops back, inside and back, inside and back. And we can do that with the other leg too. Oh, I bet you know this one. We had a lot of fun doing it. The twist. Who remembers the twist? Right? We're moving our shoulders and our legs. And how about the swim dance? Right? This is a good one because we can practice for the summer. I bet if you ask mom and dad, they know this one too. The mashed potato. Oh yeah, we're moving and grooving now. And the pony. The pony, you kind of like bounce back to the side and to the side. And our ever popular jazz shoulder walk. Oh yes, our jazz shoulder walk. We just walk and we need to move our shoulders to the beat of the music, and it's really fun. So those were a lot of words, a lot of steps. Some were in French, right? Because we know ballet is in French. And some were from our tap lesson. And some were from our fun dancing through the decades lesson. And that was mostly 60s steps that we saw. Now, here's where we really need to use our thinking caps. Are you ready? Okay. Now, we're going to pretend that we're standing in our circle and I'm going to be 12 o'clock and you're going to be 6 o'clock. Or you could be 12 o'clock too. But we need to understand what is clockwise and counterclockwise. Let's think about that. Clockwise and counterclockwise. Well, clockwise is the way the clock goes. Counterclockwise is the way the clock does not go. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use our steps that we just learned, and I'm going to just pick them randomly. And to get to the next number is how many of these steps we need to do. Oh my gosh, I know. So fun. Should we see if baby girl can do it too? Yeah? All right. So get ready. Put your thinking caps on. Now, what I did, I drew a clock on my driveway just to help me with my numbers. And you can probably do that too. Or if you know your numbers already of the clock, you don't even need it. You can just do the steps. All right, so let's try together. And then this could be so fun to do with other steps that you already know, because I know you know so many. All right, ready? Let's go try.